My name is Joanne MacDonald. I'm the Head of Nursing for the Five Boroughs Partnership Foundation Trust based in the North West. Well, I'm the Head of Nursing for a large organisation, Mental Health and Learning Disability Trust. So every day is different really, especially in the current political climate. We do, within my role as Head of Nursing, I do have very clear objectives that I do have to achieve. And that's quite different really from the way the NHS used to be. Your role used to be a bit more fluid and a bit more of a self-starter. Nowadays, we do, even at our level, have to really be able to demonstrate our value and be able to demonstrate our worth. I think newly qualified nurses and midwives are really coming into nursing in a time of really unprecedented change. And, you know, they have said that actually, you know, the only thing that is sort of constant in the NHS is change. So realistically, people need to be really prepared for that and almost be ahead of the game and know what that change is going to be and how that is going to mean for them and how that's going to sort of result in them having to adapt to new areas of work. I think firstly it's called the World of Work Certificate, you know, and from being in university to actually going out into the world of work is a massive leap, even though some people may underestimate that, particularly in the times of unprecedented changes in the NHS that people are facing. So the World of Work Certificate will really be essential to showing an employer that you have taken your career seriously. You know, firstly, self-awareness, you know, knowing about emotional intelligence, for example. You know, everybody remembers in a meeting, for example, if somebody turns up dishevelled and late and dropping the papers, you know, it really makes you have a quite often long-lasting, sometimes false impression of an individual. But having an awareness and self-awareness about how you present yourself, how you come across to other people, and possibly how you judge other people and how they present themselves, won't only help you in the world of work, but in your career and your personal and private life as well. In relation to organisational awareness, one of the main things that I expect as an employer is that people will have done the homework about the place that they're going for an interview. I will expect them to know about the organisation, where we cover, exactly about the role that they're applying for, i.e. I'd almost expect them to know the job description inside and out to some extent. When you are doing your homework about an organisation, you know, have a look at their annual business plan. You know, make sure you know what the trust objectives for the next few years are. You know, maybe talk to them about what the biggest risks are. You know, I've got to be honest, if we have 10 people for interview, you know, I do always, I'm really appreciative of the people who make the effort to either phone you or come to see you, because they are being a giraffe, they're standing out from the crowd and they're showing that they've got a real commitment to the job and that they haven't just filled in 10 application forms online and any of them will do. So to be able to come and arrange to meet the employer, pre-armed incidentally, because if you can go to an interview having done your research and your homework about the organisation, then actually, you know, you're making an informal impression on an employer before you even get to the shortlisting and interview stage. So I would always strongly suggest that people do that. And sometimes if you do find out things about organisations, you can even go in there forewarned with information that maybe even the person you're speaking to wasn't aware of. So that just really makes you stand out. And the last aspect of the WOW certificate is project management. And really, whilst people may not see it nursing as project management, more and more so these days, you know, people are expected to have, as I've said, clear objectives. You know, when I have my appraisal these days, it isn't just go on this course, go on that course. It's you will deliver this by this date and this is how you will prove it. And that's become a gradual change in the NHS over the last few years, really. So, you know, even if you class your objectives that you're sort of given from your manager, you know, as a project management task, then, you know, you're really going to be more prepared for being able to deliver on that rather than just sailing through. You know, it's, well, these are my objectives for this year. And if you can show a potential manager or an employee that, you know, you actually will really embrace the role and you're prepared to show, you know, evidence that you're going to succeed in it, and you can demonstrate an awareness of project management, then it's absolutely essential, really, and most employees would, you know, really support that. Well, I've heard of colleagues who have had 400 applicants for one post. If you work that out statistically, the chances of getting the post are quite low, so you really have got to be able to stand out.